Welcome to We Really Love Island with Rem and M.
I'm Remy Casimir. I'm a stand-up comedian, and I host the sex podcast, How Come?
I'm Emily Wilson. I'm also a comedian and a former X Factor USA contestant.
We are obsessed with love, sex, and reality TV. So we're binging British reality show phenomenon,
Love Island. And now, so are you! Watch along with us and then listen to what we have to say about the episode. This episode, we're talking about Season 1, Episode 12. Hi guys, it's just here with another recap episode for ya, because Episode 12 is basically just recapping everything we've seen in the second week on Love Island. So I'm just going to keep it short, kind of go over what they highlighted, because who wants to watch it all over again? Me and Remy do. So you guys don't have to, unless you do. No judgment. I'm not going to judge you for that. So basically, the couples we are in for week 2 are Omar and Rachel, who are in the friend zone, Chris and Lauren, who are also in the friend zone, Lewis and Danielle, who are also in the friend zone, and then the lovey couples are Jordan and Zoe, who are like kind of just getting started, John and Hannah, of course, and Josh and Jess. But then, Naomi and Daisy arrive. Shit. Ready to kind of fuck shit up, as they do. The girls freak out a bit, especially Zoe and Jess. And they were kind of right on the money, because Naomi got to grafting real quick. There was one part where I hate this so much, but her nipples were showing through her shirt in the kitchen. And she was like, "Are you staring at my hard nipples?" And then, Josh was, and then she goes into the confessional and says, "Everyone's single here. I don't really think loyalty is a thing." And sure enough, she basically winds up taking Josh, but before that happens, she's basically just like kind of giving mixed signals to Jess, because she's scared of Jess, as she admits, and she's kind of like not being so certain technically to the public about who she's going to pick, but we all know she's going to pick Josh. And Josh admits to everyone that he like really fancies her. So we know that's going to happen. And then Lewis says he's worried about Danielle mugging him off, because she mugged off Chris for him. And then so he's like, maybe I should go with Naomi, because I don't know if I can trust Danielle. But too bad, Lewis, because Naomi's going to pick Josh. And then the Islanders get a text that they're all single again, and that nobody's couples are official anymore. And basically that triggers Jess to go tell Naomi that she would be devastated if Naomi chooses Josh. And she kind of freaks out on her, but she's like, "You would do that to me. You would really do that to me. You would come here and do that to me. I would never do that to you." And then Naomi's just like, "I don't know," because she is going to do that. And then just starts crying, and Naomi, like, to cheer her up, is like, "Oh, don't get sad," and like rubs her shoulder. So clearly the beef there is real. And then we get to the recoupling. Daisy claims Jordan, and Zoe says, "I apologize for snogging your man later." And then, are my accents good? I don't know. I hope they are. I hope they're getting better. And then Naomi picks Josh. Surprise, surprise. And Jess calls her a slag right to her face. Even gives her the middle finger before she goes off crying into the villa. And then good old Hannah follows her in for support as the good friend that she is. And while Hannah's inside, Naomi, why can't I fucking say her name? Because I hate her? Is that why? Naomi tells everyone else that she's seen what the public has seen, and basically tells them all that Jess did not pie the Italian, that the Italian pied her. And everyone freaks out about it. And all of them, I just want to say, I didn't notice it until this recap episode. They all had like weird raccoon eye sunglasses tans. I don't know if it was like a challenge they did in a previous episode, or like if they were laying out with sunglasses on, but they all have like raccoon eyes in this episode, which just makes it 10 times funnier. But basically Jess freaks out because she says Naomi's lying. And then there's a whole chaotic ruckus because everyone kind of believes Naomi, because Jess becomes manic and starts crying and like changing the story, which is just typical liar symptoms. And then there's like a big fight, and basically no one really knows what happened. They basically kind of believe Naomi, but nothing really resolves. Jess just kind of hates Naomi, and Naomi says it's true, and like nothing actually really happens that much. But we just know that exists now between everyone. And then Zoe kind of has a bit of a cry over Jordan and Daisy because she says she's had a terrible romantic history, and of course this would happen to her again. And she's crying because Jordan and Daisy are going on a date, and so are Josh and Naomi. They go on their first dates, and Josh basically tells Naomi that she's way classier and way more attractive than Jess, and then Naomi like laughs, and then Jordan and Daisy like ask each other if they would pie the other, and then basically they have great dates. Jess and Zoe are pretty pissed about that. And then the next day, Zoe gets a text that there's going to be another recoupling. So the 4 single boys, who are Omar, Chris, and Lewis, and John, but he doesn't count, have to choose from the 6 single girls, Lauren, Danielle, Zoe, Jess, and Rachel, but because Hannah doesn't count. And then, surprise, surprise, Chris Baxter comes in. Chris Baxter, the brand. Posh Chris. And him and Danielle kick it off right away. Basically talk about how much more intelligent and sophisticated they are than everybody else. He even calls everyone else brain dead, and Danielle agrees. So that's a given. Lewis is pretty pissed about it. And then Josh and Naomi kiss, which is, you know, what it is. Jess and Omar get into bed as a new couple, and he tells her she's potentially one of the fittest girls he's had in his bed. Not the fittest, potentially. Like, all right, Omar, we both know Jess is 1,000 times hotter than you. John and Hannah become official, which is great. And then they go fuck for the first time in the hideaway or the red room. I think it's the hideaway. They basically have their first fuck. And then everybody's all lovey-dovey. And then all of a sudden next day, who's the popular guy in the house but Lou? All the single girls are all over Lou because he's basically the only catch left. And Lou starts introducing the idea of Naomi being a flirt, which everybody kind of takes attention to and realizes that she's slapping butts. She's flirting with every guy in the kitchen, and she is a bit of a flirt. And then once Jess finds this out, she's like, we have to tell Josh. And then Naomi basically is telling the other guys, like, yeah, I don't know if I'll stay with him. I don't know what I would do if someone else comes in. And then Naomi, Jess, and Daisy talk, and Naomi basically tells them if someone else comes in that she likes, she will take them over Josh. So Jess goes right away to the Jonathan, tells him this information, and he obviously starts more drama, brings Naomi and Josh together to talk about it. And Naomi kind of like lies, or what I think is a lie. And she's like, the only reason that I said that was because I thought you would say that about me too. I actually really like you and I would never swap you. And Josh was like, good, me neither. And then they have a moment and we're all like, okay, I don't know. That's just what my opinion is becoming. But anyway, then Zoe gets another text that tomorrow one of the couples are going to be dumped from the island, which is sad, maybe. But then it winds up happening. And it's not so sad because it's the 2 sophisticated, intelligent people, Danielle and Chris Baxter. I don't know about you guys, but I wasn't really a fan of them or their condescendence and patronization of the rest. They got dumped because John and Hannah were chosen as the power couple, and so they had to come out to the live part of the show, and they had 30 seconds to pick a couple to dump, and they clearly dumped the 2 of them. They said it was out of love for Josh, but I think it's also because Chris was new and Danielle was like not interesting and they didn't really fit in, and so they're gone. And that's the recap, y'all. That's it. I hope you feel caught up to date. I can't wait for episode 13, for all the drama, for all the Naomi Jess beef to continue building. Let's do it. Episode 13.
Hey guys, I know we really love Island, but do you? If you really love We Really Love Island, let us know.
Leave a rating, a review, and tell everyone you know to subscribe too.
You can find us everywhere that podcasts are found. iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher, YouTube, Google Play, all of them. Hopefully. If they don't work, message us. You can find us on Instagram at We Really Love Island. Follow us individually at The Real Emily Wilson.
And at Remy Casimir. You could also like us on Facebook, facebook.com/We Really Love Island.
Follow us on Twitter at We Really Love Island.
Yeah. Send us your thoughts, your prayers, and if you know any of the contestants,
send them our way.
Yes.
Perfect.
amazing.
And always remember that we're not affiliated with Love Island, ITV, CBS, or anything. We're not official anything. We're just two comedian girls. Thank you. Goodbye.